Okay, so today I got a package in the mail full of these lovely looking arrows from Mr. Keaton Hughes, and I decided to test them out, and here's the video I was promising you guys for the comparison. So here we have DDR arrow, brand new arrows, and actual Dedicab arrows. As you can see, they're all pretty much the exact same thickness, 1 centimeter, 10 millimeters. And just to prove it, a pair of calipers here. That says a centimeter. I know it's out of focus, but trust me. Alright, so the original Dedicab panels, we have some kind of metal trim bezel around here to hide all the electronics and the hardware inside the pads, and a thicker kind of maybe even double layered decal assembly that masks all the black. Whereas these, as you can see, the decal itself is pretty significantly darker, especially on the blue ones, but not really on the red ones, but we'll get to that in a bit. Flip these over. They don't have a bezel or anything, so it shows the hardware right now. Ooh, excuse me. And it's just one flat decal printed off of a JPEG computer image. And this is a DDR arrow, and no one cares about those. So I installed them on my pads here, just to give them a quick tryout. They felt awesome. Functionally, these panels are flawless. They're the exact same dimensions. It's kind of hard to screw up a one-to-one cut of an existing panel, and look, they're nice and shiny and gorgeous. Now, we go to step on them, and it reveals all the hardware, the corner stoppers and stuff, because that metal trim isn't there. Whereas on the actual ones, the black actually blocks off all the white light, and you only see it shining through the arrow. So that's an issue. And the blue one's darker, but exact same thing. Again, side-by-side comparison. Let's see. The color gradient on these things is much, much different. You can barely even, there might not even be a gradient. I'm looking at it and it's extremely dark. But as you can see on these, it goes from lighter blue to darker blue. Same down here, they're all here on the original panels. And also, there's no dot matrix printing on these. All this metal trim on the arrow is printed on a dot matrix, whereas this is just, straight up printed decal. Like I said, thickness is exactly the same, but there is a really nice bevel cut on the sides of these panels, kind of like the originals, but the original bevel cut's a little bit larger. But that doesn't really matter. Functionally, they're the same. That's about all I have to say on these for right now. They're perfectly good panels, and with colored lights they might be really good, but they need some kind of border around the perimeter to hide all of the hardware, and they need to be printed in a different style of printing with a different style of decal. And then they'll be perfect copies. But for right now, just the artwork is off. But if you're okay with that, or you don't use lights in your pads, they look pretty good. From up here, just a little bit dark is all. Not too much different. Okay? Thank you again, Keaton.